Well, welcome, my friends, to another little chat. And we're going to talk about a series what started on BBC Two, but now it got transferred over to Dave and that. And it ran for 10. They've done 12 seasons and some specials. And I've got one of their seasons. This is season 10. And it's with dwarf. There they are all. There's a hologram. That's Arnold Rimmer, Dave Lister, Crichton the robot, and the cat. So the story is that at the start, the spaceship Red Dwarf was in had an explosion, and at the time Dave Lister and the cat was in Dave was in suspended animation, froze. So everybody got killed. There's the ship, the Red Dwarf and that, and it came out of a hibernation and that, and the cat had turned into a human being, and his only companion was Arnold Rimmer, what was a hologram, because he's got the H. So the first season, I think it was first season or two, it was just the three of them and Holly, the ship's computer. And then they introduced Crichton, as you can see, Crichton. And he's a mechanoid android. And he came on board the ship and came part of the team. And Dave was always trying to get Crichton to swear and say Smeghead, call Arnold a Smeghead and that. And these are the stories and that. And on season 12, we got Troy, Feather of the Sun, Lemon, Engaged Trent, Dear Dave, The Beginning. And if you can see on the back, there's pictures of them. It was a very good series and that, because originally it started in 1988, from 88 to 93 on BBC Two, and then it came back and they made the other series on the cable channel Dave. I think they did the last one. I think they're talking about doing another special, because they did quite a few specials for Dave and that. And it's been a very successful show, and it was a really comical TV show, Red Dwarf, and it's made by the people Grant and Norton. If you can see the names in the corner, that's their names. And it was the mining ship Red Dwarf, and there is the Shocklestiff ship. I forget what they call it. So, space battle with Quartz on because Crichton always tried to get them out of trouble and that, and the Red Dwarf and the things that Crichton used to get up was so funny. Using different things to, like the Hoover was his part of that, and Dave always drunk beer and eats curries and that. It is a very funny series, so if you want to go and find the series, I think probably somewhere there is showing of Red Dwarf and that, and all the characters and that, and it is still a funny series. They're getting on now, but I think they've just signed up to do another special for because it started in 1988 and it's been on our screens on and off. I've done 12 series, 74 episodes. That's how many they've done. That's really surprising how many episodes of Red Dwarf and that. And the ups and downs and different things they get into trouble and that. It is a very funny series, so I wholly recommend you, if you can find it on YouTube or anywhere, I say watch the lads from the Dwarf and that. And there's even a song, there's a video where Arnold gets killed or something, and they have there's like a ride, and Arnold's singing a song, Arnold Rimmer, and in another episode there is a hollow computer, a generated computer, and Arnold computer generates millions of his cells and offers a club for him and that, and the rest of the Dave, Crichton and the cat tried to get in the club, and Arnold said, "You're not on the list." So it was very funny show. Some of the things they got up to and that, and the disasters, and Holly the computer. Holly was a male computer, and then they had a female computer, and I think they went back to the male computer. But it's a really funny show, and I recommend it. If you want to have a laugh, I would point you in the direction of watching the boys from the Dwarf and that, and watching all the series and that. You will be in stitches and that, and especially with Crichton trying to teach Dave trying to teach Crichton to try and tell store, lie. He can't lie, and every time he used to say Smith, he always used to go Smith, Smith. He couldn't say Smeghead, so he used to put on, and that was so funny in that. And the cat always dressed up and in different outfits and that. So this is a short talk about the classic TV series. Starred Christopher Barry, Craig Charles, Danny John Jess, and Robin Llewellyn, I think. And it was written by season 10 was written by Douglas and Newton. That's Naytor, and because there used to be two of them, Grant and Newton, but I think it was only the one team up. So here's where I say a fond farewell, and a fond farewell from the boys from the Dwarf and that. And this is the picture of them. And I hope you enjoyed my little chat about Red Dwarf and that. I wish you a fond farewell for now.